welcome to another episode of Unfiltered and Unscripted on Notoriously Opinionated. It's your man that goes by many names and monikers. Scrap the Film Guru. What it do, what it is. If this is your first time tuning in to Notoriously Opinionated, welcome. Appreciate you. If you've been rocking with the kid, welcome back. All right. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm first gonna turn this whole phone down because I know if I don't, one of my homies gonna call me during the course of the show. All right. First off, those of y'all that really know me know that I am an avid boxing fan. I used to box. I can protect myself. I'm gonna leave it at that. I can protect myself. Don't fuck with me though. So here's the thing, right? So, like I kind of touched on last week, I found out that fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was actually a real pro fight. Like right now, as of this point, Jake Paul has a win on his professional record against Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson has a loss on his professional record against Jake Paul. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second, right? I'm gonna let that sink in. Mike Tyson has a loss on his professional record against a dude that knocked out Nate Robinson. We're just gonna let that sink in, right? And now this dude talking about he want to fight Canelo. I'm talking about let the molly whopping begin. You dig? Like Canelo's not gonna play with that boy. Canelo ain't gonna play with him. Canelo gonna give him the business. He gonna give him Walmart. He gonna give him Kmart. He gonna give him Sam's Club. All the business that he want. Canelo gonna give it to him. He gonna figure out what it is to be a real boxer. If he actually do fight Canelo, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Also, and I do this sparingly, but I do it, and I do it with guests again sparingly because I need to warn my guests if I do a politics podcast, right? But I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. All y'all that voted for Trump, y'all about to fuck around and find out because this dude is putting together the Legion of Doom as his cabinet. I promise he is. Like, I mean, I don't know what y'all thought a tariff was, but you been had, you been took, you been led astray. like Malcolm said, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and I say this all the time, like I firmly believe Democrats and Republicans are two fangs of the same snake. You know, it just depends on whose lie you like the best. That's what it depends on. You know, that's my notorious opinion. You can take it or leave it. It just is what it is, right? We've been on relationships, and I want to make this clear. Let me say this without any filter whatsoever. When I talk about relationships, y'all got to understand the depth and the height and the width of relationships, right? A relationship is not just a relationship between two people in some sort of romantic bond. That's not the only relationship that there is. There's all kinds of relationships. You can have a relationship with the creator. You can have a relationship with yourself. You can have a relationship with your family. You have a relationship with your friends. You can have a relationship with the planet that we live on. There's a lot of relationships. We just happen to be dealing with right now at this moment the relationship that's the romantic one that I was talking about. So that's what we're going to get into. We're going to talk about the dynamics and the difficulties of dating and being in relationships and what we can do about it tonight on Notoriously Opinionated. Let's go. All right. Hey, so tonight, Ashley, I can see you from the chin down. Like there we go. Like kind of broaden that out. I'm getting all I'm just gonna need you to get it together. I'll get it together, lady. Get it together. All right. Welcome to Notoriously Opinionated, Unfiltered, and we are unscripted. So, we are going to get right into it. I don't know if y'all was paying attention to the monologue, but Republican Legion of Doom and Mike Tyson's legacy. That's pretty much what it was about. If y'all got any comments on that, y'all can hit that up and then introduce yourselves. Matter of fact, introduce yourselves first. Let's start with my brother up top. No, I'm sorry. We have to start with the lady. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Kyra.
Hi, Kyra.
Hello.
All right, now, fellas.
Hello, fellas.
How you doing?
I didn't say wait, fool. Introduce yourselves.
Okay. You know, hey.
Y'all polite, like waving and whatnot. Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, no doubt. My name is Sean, but everybody call me Phoenix. Phoenix Smoke is my moniker. Kansas City, born and raised. Definitely support my guy. Go way back with Scrap, the Guru, everything, and decided that it was time to get on here and talk. So let's get it.
Yeah, I used to go by GD Baby Kev, but now I go by FIM. So if everybody knows me, I go by FIM. I'm from Wyandotte, but I rep both sides, man. Ain't no separation. So I mean, that's the podcast. But I'm from the dot, man.
Period.
Now, Kev, what's FYM stand for? Let them know what that means.
Yeah, so everybody, because I know I started off with saying GD Baby Kev at the other part, but now I change it. Like I said, I'm on some positivity stuff now. It stands for Family Youth Mentors. I teach the youth, teach battered women, all them self-defense. I teach gun training. I go speak at the juveniles. I'm actually doing a cover and coat drive next month, where you can go down to Waffle House on Parvin Road, where if you donate a coat or jacket or something for the homeless or the youth, they're going to give you a free waffle or a free little all-star, man. So, you can go get a cheap $2 cover, it don't matter, man, and you can get you a free waffle, man. So, that's some positivity stuff I want to throw out there, and I'll give everybody the date soon. So I get everything in tune. So, just a positivity.
Hey, on a whole nother tip, we're going to have to get together after the show because it's some stuff I need to talk to you about. But, all right. Oh my God, late. Okay, so let's get right into it. So, what is the biggest misconception that people have when it comes to dating? Go.
Ladies first.
What's the biggest misconception when it comes to dating? Like people think that dating is easy, that there are like you hear. All right, let me set the table real quick. So people will say, well, a woman needs to bring this or that to the table, meaning these are a man's expectations. I want to know who bought the damn table. Let's start right there, because if it's my table and it's in my house and the woman is sitting at it, you don't got to bring a damn thing. Because if you sitting there, and it's just my notorious opinion, you take it or leave it. But if it's my table, I bought the table, it's in my house, the woman don't need to bring a thing, because if she doesn't have what it is that I want sitting at my table, she won't be at my damn table. Go.
No, I'm with that.
I agree. I think when people like, what do you mean when you talk about table, is when you say, what do you bring to the table? The table is something that is equally shared between the man and the woman. I think the biggest misconception about dating is that men don't need women and women don't need men. Well, we both need each other. So I don't believe in 50-50. I believe in 100% versus 100%.
Absolutely. So, can I piggyback off of it then?
Do your thing.
So I agree with both of y'all, but I just want you to know, when you say the table, what holds the table up is the legs. And when we look at our woman that we say that's our other half, man, we look at her as our backbone. So without the legs, the table ain't gonna stand up. It's gonna be on the floor. So I look at it as it's a growth. If we can start from the ground up, then we can prepare the table together. And as a man, like I said, we the provider and protector, so we don't want to bring everything. But when you start doing that, it's a new generation. It's a new type of time now, where some females like, okay, if you're gonna do everything, then I ain't gotta do none of this, and I could just mooch off you. So so you want a woman that respects you for doing what you're doing, but not disrespecting, looking like you as a dollar sign. Like, all right, I'm only here because he taking care of the bills, and I don't care as long as he give me this. Then she gonna lose respect, because it's only gonna be there for the money. She ain't gonna respect you as that man and as a king. And I look at every woman as, hey, you're a queen, and I look at as man as we a king. It can't be that if she only looking at you as, hey, you just a trick, or this was a payday. So,
And if I could say something, first and foremost, we all need to know what our intentions are. So, like, what is my intentions with this woman? So I already have to have that clear thought. And then definitely she has to have that clear thought. And something that Scrap and I was talking about the other day is just also, we both need to know, like, what the definition of what we're doing. Everything has to be clearly defined, because nowadays everybody's pretty much like, do your thing, be you, this and that. That's why we got 10 people with 10 different damn definitions and meanings and everything else, and there's never no commonality or no common ground. So intentions and definitions is what you need when I'm meeting a lady, and what I already have, and then I clearly convey that with her, and then I'll get that back from her, and then we can go from there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right. Ashley, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, you just don't want nobody to see you. Cut off the camera.
Sir, do you know where I am?
Oh yeah.
All right.
So hey, leave me alone. So the question is, I don't know if while you was going through your station identification, if you was paying attention, but the question is, what is the biggest misconception when it comes to dating?
My opinion of the biggest misconception is that you assume what role you're supposed to play instead of discussing what it is that you guys want to do. Like, because you grew up looking at your parents or your grandparents and their dynamic, you don't know what they went through to get or stay where they are. And because we was on the outside looking in, now that we're adults, we just assume like that's how it's supposed to be instead of actually talking.
I completely agree with that. Like, the original foundation of what I came to look at as a stable relationship was, well, hell, the only relationship that I ever really knew that was stable was my grandmother and my grandfather. You know, that was like the epitome of stability in a relationship for me. You know, and so I kind of, that was the make and model that I said I wanted to emulate. But I want to go back to what all right, I'm gonna have to get used to this. What is it, Kev?
FYM.
Gotta get used to that, bro, because I keep wanting to call you Lil Kev.
Hey, I'm 265, man. I ain't living no more.
Hey, man, you still Lil Kev, man. I don't care. You did grow though. You did get some size on you, but you gotta understand, man. It's like there's some, you know, I don't care how big you get, you still my guy. But and you know, just completely off topic, I'm completely supporting what you do. I'm on the same kind of time. But you, I wanna further the analogy that you made with the table. I like that analogy. You know, like a table got 4 legs, even though they say that the you know, like a strong table can stand on 3. But the table got 4 legs. What would y'all say that the legs, each leg being a key ingredient to dating or to a relationship, what would those 4 table legs be? Meaning, what are the important things that you need to get out there and attract the person that you really want to be with, right?
Yeah.
And then the things that you would need to be in a relationship with that person.
I think that you should start off right opposite, like the thing said down there, man. It's that communication, because that communication is key. If you feeling some type of way, and I don't know, I mean, as your man, I should know, but it's better to me to know, you know. So if we can communicate and we can, like I tell everybody, man, argument is just it's a made up thing. You don't have to argue at all. Like, people get frustrated, whatever. But you don't have to go to bed mad. You don't have to do that. Argument is not real to me. Because y'all can have a disagreement about something, and then y'all should be able to communicate, and right then y'all should be able to fix it, and then it should be over with from there, you know. Because I just gotta be quiet and listen to you, and then when I accept what you gotta say, then I'm like, okay, now babe, listen to me, and let's just see what it is. It might just be a miscommunication that it will cause something. It can just something just slightly off on something. So if you get that communication together, you get that loyalty and that trust, you know, even though I think loyalty and trust should have their own, you know, legs, but you know, you can put them together, and you know, just, I think just being faithful, you know. So I mean, the communication is the key to me. You know, I'm a Scorpio, so I know y'all kind of gonna be like, it's a little romantic still, but that's just me, man. If you get that communication, if you get that, you know, that loyalty and that trust there, and that bond should be good. It's like you planting the seed, you know. That's why I say start at the bottom, plant that seed at the bottom, and watch it grow. You can be the strongest table ever. That table had to come from a tree, right? You gotta get that wood, you know. So plant that seed right.
I would agree with communication.
Yeah, communication is definitely key to
I
everything.
would also have to say, like, listening to, and not listening to defend, but listening to understand.
Yeah.
Respect and knowing each other's love language.
Yeah.
So we're just much going off of like relationships, like as you're going into a relationship, or we're going to be like pulling off of the relationships that we've been in, or is it like is it all the above?
Man, you use whatever experience that you have to give as intelligent of an answer that you can.
Real
Is
talk.
anybody on here in the dating world, like right now, like y'all trying to meet people like in their dating world? Because I want you to know it's trash.
He says trash.
Yeah,
No,
it's trash. It's trash. I don't know what the things that we're talking about. It don't happen. It don't happen
I
at
mean,
all. They wanna,
is it trash because of everybody got that social media, that VH1, that Daddy Zeus type of network type situation, where they think that applies to what you should see, like, if he ain't got the money, he ain't got the bag, if he ain't doing this, or then same
oh
way
no,
the dude is like, if she ain't got this, she ain't got, right there. If we're
no,
gonna
it's trash
apply
because you
that,
want to text me instead of actually talking to me. That's what makes it trash.
because like I said, it's because of the growth. If you're basing your relationship off of what y'all see on everybody see on social media, that takes away the people being the grown. A lot of people is scared to say or be their true self. So a lot of people will text because they feel like, okay, I can hide behind this, instead of being able to sit down and, hey, let's go. Like back in the day, like they keep saying, let's take the stuff back. If we can take our relationship back from what's generated from this new generation, if we can take it back and we say, hey, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk and talk and get to know one another. We ain't got to go straight to say, hey, I want to go, like, hey, I'm trying to smash. What's going on? Or, hey, I ain't really trying to be now. I just want you to, if we can just take it back and take our generation, take our relationship back, and to say, hey, let's go walk. Let's go walk, and let's just see how how we going to get to know one another. And once y'all get to know one another, that's how you can become that best friend. So even if y'all break up, and y'all can still be the bestest friends, because y'all started off as best friends first, and then y'all grew into that relationship. And I think that's what everybody's scared to do. Like, I think everybody's scared to just wait a little bit, and get to know one another. You never know what you're missing out there. So I don't say it's trash. I just think that you just gotta let your everybody expectation up. Like, I don't like people like that. I don't like dudes with dreads. You don't even know why a person got dreads. I don't like because he got a bald head. But his nose is. I'm gonna pop the balloon because he got a stomach. Some crazy stuff. Like, if
I
you
actually
think,
really just want someone to hold a conversation with me, but not through text message. That's really all I'm. If I can't even get that, so I don't want to talk to you.
But you
Yeah,
gotta
but
be
where are you looking though? Where so
realistically, you gotta think
these men,
if you're looking out that realistically, no girl is gonna just let you just talk to them. If they not physically attracted to you right off the flip, they're not even giving you a chance anyway. So if you're not even giving the person a chance anyway, because your expectation, like, hey, I like this type of person. So that type of person that you might like, he probably not. They just not it. So if your expectation on, I like this type of people, you probably getting that same results, because they might, like you said, hey, there's some grown men out here that know how to do it. You see, we having a conversation right now.
hey, but what's the playground you playing in? Because I learned a long time ago that if you play in the same playground with the same playmates, you're gonna play the same games.
Yeah.
So if the playground you playing in is the playground where cats don't have effective communication or zero communication verbal, right? All their communication is through text and emojis and eggplants and water emojis, then you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you might need to go to another playground where the people actually walk up to you and it's like, hey, we gonna put the phones down and we gonna open our mouths and we gonna converse, on some real deep level type shit.
That's what I meant about taking our relationship back to how it used to be. Taking it back. If you take it back where all the social media and all that stuff is away, and then y'all just get to know who each other. And like I said, build that relationship, plant that seed with each other to grow as friends and grow, and y'all can be able to talk. But if y'all, hey, here go my number, and then y'all just hit and miss, and then check, and it's gonna be that. It's gonna lead to the same thing. It's just one and done, and that's it. So it's not gonna be no respect level where it's gonna continue to just be on, like, every dude that you talk to just gonna be on the exact same thing. But if you take it back Like you say, there's some grown men out here. So if you just go take it back to a whole different dynamic, like y'all said, like we saying we're trying to do, that's how you can find them beautiful women that just really need a grown man. But every dude think like, oh, we got these chicks with this, this social media and Instagram OnlyFans chicks, and that's what we think that we got. But then just like girls, they like every dude swear that they, the super drug dealer or flashy person, but whole time it's just like you said, we in that wrong playground, and I feel like ain't enough swings in this and where it's at. So you're gonna have to go ahead and go to a different playground.
Hey, I see. I've been seeing that smirk on your face. Go on, go on. What's on your
Yeah, come
mind?
on. Go ahead.
I agree with the brother what he's saying. I mean, the on paper, yeah, the dating is not, because we live in a society that's based on social media, and a lot of people have a lot of superficial ideations about what relationships are. You know, a lot of people don't have a public example of good relationships. People getting divorced and bashing each other all on the internet. It's a lot of, it's become internet based, and people want instant gratification nowadays. They don't want to take the time to get to know anybody, or like what the brother was saying, like taking walks and doing old school things. But as far as on the surface, yes, I can agree with what she said. The dating circle is trash, but you get what you attract, you know. And like you said, when you go places, how you carry yourself, you're gonna attract the type of men that's for you. So if you loud and over sexual and all of that, then those are the type of men that you're gonna attract. But if you know, how you act, is what you're gonna attract. That goes just outside of relationships, friendships and co-workerships,
Oh,
whatever,
law of attraction. Yeah.
all over, So that's my take on it. But yeah, it is trash. But you can weed those people out quick.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I was thinking, because definitely is where you pick your people at, what playground you play in. But what's interesting to me is this dynamic is happening along all social and economic classes. So it's not something that's just happening, in the hood. It's going around in corporate and everything else. Because a lot of people, like you said, communication and really, again, back to what I said earlier about intention. Like if I like attract a lady, or I think a lady's attractive, what are my intentions with her? And then to be honest with you need to convey it. And so I've been in a relationship. I got a divorce. I've been divorced about 3 months. We was together over 20 years. And so now I'm back out here, and it's funny. I was doing so bad that I had to go. Like, I looked up some Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what was going on. And then when I looked up Kevin Samuels, I mean, he had some really great points. But I actually went on there to listen to the women, so I can hear what's going on out there and kind of educate myself on the mindset of the women. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is in my opinion, like a pandemic. Like everybody's having these over expectations. And then what I started realizing, I'm like, wait a minute, how you expect me to have this and that, and then pretty much you're not coming to the table with finances, you're not coming to the table with knowing how to cook, knowing how to treat a man. And it was real interesting that I think when I'm thinking at this point in life, I'm not into like the Build a Bear program. I'm 47. You know what I'm saying? So I expect
Not Build a Bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but if you ain't trying to build a woman, what makes you think you're trying to build a man?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just saying, like,
Y'all going backwards, man.
Absolutely, I agree.
when you dating in your late 40s, and
it's
people
dope.
are
It's dope.
already kind of who they are by that time. It's
Exactly.
too late in the game to be building anybody. You just got to meet somebody where they at, and y'all connect and take the ride together. Nobody is interested in on either side to build anybody at your big age. If you
That
still
part.
need to be built, you need to go ahead and tap out. You're gonna find it's somebody out there for everybody. It's women out there that want to take care of men. It's men out there that want an empty canvas that they can mold and build into. I mean, just like you said from the beginning, it's about intention and communication. It's women out there who don't want to be in a relationship. Look, I'm just trying to do this. I got my own thing going. Fine. There's somebody out there for everybody. Make your intentions known up front. Somebody constantly texting, you just like, hey man, look, I'm down for conversation. Let them know off the bat. Don't let them play in your face, because then you're gonna look up, it's gonna be 3 4 months, and then you get to expecting stuff from people, and that's where it gets ugly. When you start to have expectations, that's where it gets ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
is that part that I want to hit on. Like, so to me, expectations is kind of the downfall of dating and relationships, because it's like between expectations and, I would say, definitions, right? Because everybody don't know, like, but like you just said, like, be clear about what you out here for. If you out here to, like, because women I'm hearing, and again, this is on social media, right? Women are saying on social media, but I hear it in the real world too, that that it's a certain kind of guy they want, and it's a certain kind of thing, a certain expectations that they want, and they want, one of the things that they want men to be is upfront and honest.
Yeah.
Quick side note, hey, I didn't mean to cut you off. I did some stuff in the chat, and so if you're still listening, tap back in. But when a man is honest, now I'm not necessarily talking about me specifically, but I've seen some of my guys in action out there in the field, right? So my guys will be in the field. Women's talking about, hey, I need you to be honest. All right, hey, you are an attractive woman with a great body and a fat butt. There's a hotel about 3 miles down the street. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And then, so if that happens, then it's like, I am appalled.
A lot of girls will feel disrespected when saying that, but then when the girls come up and say, "I'm just be real with you. If you ain't got no money, I don't want you." So
That
they don't
part.
think a man
You
should be.
I wouldn't feel disrespected
Definitely
with
so.
that. I would take that. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate you, sir. You have
Exactly.
money.
Like,
That's where
I
he's
don't
at.
take that way, because I don't even know you like that to even care about your opinion on me. We just met, and if that's
Right.
a little self-reflection is where that come in at.
Right.
I think men, and I ain't gonna say all men, but some men, they don't know what they want. And by the time they figure it out, they can't even communicate well enough to tell anybody that. They done got so comfortable with whatever is going on, that they just like, they enjoying the ride. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't know how to communicate. A lot of women don't know how to communicate either.
and I call those male of age and women of age. They're just of age.
Well, you got boys and girls in big bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody that has the body of a grown man is a man.
That's what I said, of age.
Yeah,
Right.
not everybody that has the body of a grown woman is a woman. You got boys in big bodies, and you got girls in big bodies, and then you have women and men. So it's like you gotta be able to discern who you talking to. Like, if you talking to a girl, then you talk to a girl in the way that you talk to a girl. So but
Like,
when you talk to a grown woman,
portray
that's a
yourself,
whole different thing.
It's still about how you portray yourself. Even if a man is thinking that, if you intriguing to him enough, he ain't gonna hit you with that at first. He's gonna want to know more about you. It's okay that he can be sexually attracted to you and want that, but if you give off that energy, like, I could just ask her to go upstairs, that's what he's gonna do. If you have some mystery to it, if you have something that is gonna attract a man, he's gonna look for more than that. Of course he's gonna be attracted to you. Of course. Why wouldn't he be? But where in the conversation do you feel comfortable enough to say, all right, let's just go upstairs. I just want to fuck. You had to give him something to make him say that.
With all due
Men are
respect,
not going to
no,
just
you didn't.
now some men will. I'm not saying, we're talking about mature men, or you know,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you ain't gonna get your local asshole who gonna just say some shit like that. And even then, like I said, I wouldn't be offended. But you have men are they gonna want to know more if you giving off something, you know. But it's all about how you portray yourself. If you out there doing bald-headed hoe shit, get expected to be treated like a bald-headed hoe. If you got some class to you, you might have a fat ass. You might look real pretty, but hey, it's something about her. It's something that's gonna let me ask her out. Let me, you know. And you got to accept
some
it.
of them don't even know how to do that. They be like, I like her from a distance. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to approach her. I don't know what. So I'm going to just admire this woman from a distance.
That's because y'all be looking like you don't want nobody to approach you. What about that? What about when a man is out and he sees you and y'all like this?
They still gonna approach you. Look.
They still approach, like
they still gonna approach. They know we all.
You offended off my resting bitch face, like
maybe.
Don't your parents have resting bitch faces? I'm just saying.
I don't know.
They still gonna approach. Only men who, you know, what they say.
Y'all intimidating.
Whatever. I don't get those approaches.
Okay, but that ain't never stopped no man.
Yeah, you want what you want. I don't care what her face look like. You know, she might be going through something. You might say something to lighten her day. It's really about confidence and communication. You know, so yeah, you can have that face if you want, sis. I'm gonna come holler if that's who I want.
That is very much so true. But I don't get those approaches because I look like a middle schooler. So they just be, Damon, you know I'm serious. Stop playing. Me and Damon work together, so he knows what I'm talking about. I got a 14-year-old and they think I'm his little big sister.
That's that melanin, sis. Like, I mean, you can't get rid of that.
I mean, that's a good thing, you know, but you know, it ain't dudes' fault they don't want to holler at you because they don't want to catch a statutory case.
Hey.
They think
I'm at work in the middle of the day. What school you thought I was in?
Hey, you might be a senior. You got out early. They don't know. You know, they don't know. Look older, and you might get more.
I don't know how to do that. I tried. They don't.
I'm dead.
All right.
The oldest that I get is 18. Like,
yeah, that's about it.
Is everyone single?
Yes. Well, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself.
I am.
Well, I'm single. All right, so I'm just curious. You know, Kev, like
I thought hey, check me out. I thought we was talking about helping out relationships, and you playing a matchmaker right now. You know, I thought we was helping. We was here to help out.
Don't do that. If he's trying to shoot his shot, let that man shoot his shot.
Okay.
No, I'm not shooting no shot. Okay, it was a prelude. So here's the thing that I think is pretty interesting, right? Because I'm dating, right, and I'm very transparent, you know, with the ladies I date, and then also what I notice is a big thing out here, like when you're transparent and you communicate, people will agree with things just to be next to you. And so I'm like, hey, I'm dating, you know what I'm saying? I date who I want, you know, I'm outside right now. Are you okay with that? And I've noticed that some women would say, you know, basically they okay with it, but then, you know, end up being problems at some point because they really not. So I want to kind of expand on that. Or get you guys' opinion on why people out here doing that. Like if you're not good with it, or then just say you're not, or you know, just whatever.
Let me ask this question: is those like women that you having sex with?
Repeat the question. What you say?
It can be.
Are those the women that you having sex with?
The women that I'm having sex, I'm very transparent with everybody, no doubt.
Right, but I'm saying like, okay, you dating a woman, and you telling her like, you know, I'm dating other women, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm okay with that. But if you having sex with her, that ain't her mentality all the time.
Yeah.
That's probably why you get that, because in her mind, she like, yeah, he dating all these other women, but we fucking, so she ain't gonna look at it like that. She gonna be okay with it, but eventually she gonna, want something.
Yeah, what
else.
is this? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Because women have sex with emotions, not just
Right.
physical attraction.
yeah. If you saying you
Like I have
outside,
to have
and
some
like,
type of.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
We did it at the same time. My bad.
But I mean, that would be my take on it. Like, I'm not. I mean, if you outside, that's what it is. Hey, I'm dating other women, and some of them I'm fucking too. So, if you that transparent, then I ain't got no answer for you on that. But if you saying, oh, I'm dating other women, and y'all having sex, and she thinking you the only one, that you haven't, she ain't gonna think about them other ones. She gonna try to claim her spot, and of course, she shouldn't tell you that she okay with it. I'm not saying that it's right. She shouldn't tell you that she's okay with it if she's not. But naturally, a woman is gonna want more. They gonna want you, eventually. I mean, sis can say her
But
piece, but that's mine.
but probably the chicks got their own roster. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not play like
No,
y'all ain't got
okay.
y'all rosters too.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, if that's communicated, then that's what's communicated. But that ain't what he said. He's saying what he's telling the women. Now, if she got her own roster and she, I don't know nothing about that. I can't vouch or say anything about a woman giving mixed feelings. You can't be mad if you're getting mixed feelings, if you giving mixed feelings. That's just cancels that out. But if you telling her you dating other women, okay, that's one thing. But if you telling her like, hey, I'm dating them and some of them I'm sleeping with, then that's a different story, is what I'm saying. So that's why I asked, like, okay, well, are you telling her that this is what's going on in this?
Really, Randall?
So I'm kind of the mindset like,
Quit calling my little homie out.
It's okay. You should see my face right now, but it's okay.
Go ahead, Sean. We just read the comments.
I'm kind of no worries. I'm just saying that I'm the kind of person like, don't ask me a question you really don't want the answer to, because I'm gonna give it to you, because I really believe in everybody having a choice. So I believe in transparency. It's kind of interesting because growing up, I talked to like a lot of women,
Mm-hmm.
and then the older you get, you realize you ain't got a lot of nobody, man. This is who I am. This is what it is. And again, we speak with intentions. It's really a beautiful place to be. Being older and knowing that you can just keep it real. Ain't gotta mislead. Ain't gotta misguide nobody. That's what it is.
You never know.
But are you okay with if the women you're dating and one of them turn around and say, "Well, I'm dating too"? Are you okay with that?
I was about to ask you
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the reason why. Because if I'm really realistic, right? Like if I happen to swoop you up and took you off the market, you're free to do what you want. No, real talk. So just I don't never put anything on anybody that I never put no expectation on you that I can't uphold myself.
So keep it real right now. Keep it real with
no, because men are very possessive, whether you 100% theirs or not.
I just want to, like, you keep it real though. Like, if you say that she was messing with a girl, right, and you said that you was sleeping with her, doing whatever, and you kind of feel some type of way about her, kind of trying to claim you after you already said, "Hey, I'm messing with whoever." But what if this one chick that you kind of digging, but then she come to you and say, like, "Yeah, babe, we're gonna go sleep together, right?" Like, "Yeah, but I already hit like 5 other dudes." You're gonna look at her now. Keep it G. You're gonna look at her like, you're gonna make her value go down, and now you're gonna be like, "I'm gonna block her." But how you think she feel when you just sitting there? You just say you got smashed by 5 other chicks. You ain't gonna call her back if she just keep it all the way real with you. You're gonna block her. You're gonna stop talking to her. She just come up and say, "Yeah, I just got done sucking some dick right now, but yeah, give me a kiss."
Exactly.
You ain't gonna talk to her.
Transparent.
You gotta keep it G.
It ain't that he ain't gonna call her back.
He ain't gonna talk to her.
Shit.
Look at his face. Look at his face right now.
He
He ain't
Oh,
he ain't
No,
calling.
what's gonna
okay.
happen is they're gonna put you in a different caliber of a woman, right? So he gonna call you. It just ain't gonna be the call that you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's
see,
definitely the call that you want because you done smashed 5 other dudes. So it's definitely gonna be the call that you
Hey,
want.
you never know
That's
what
not the
a
point that he
woman
was
will deal
making. The
with.
point
If
that
you
he
tell
was
her the
making
truth,
was the point that he was making was that if I'm going to take this person seriously, how are you going to judge me and you're doing the same thing that I'm doing? How
absolutely.
can you accept me if you're doing the exact same thing that I'm doing? That's that double standard rule of men versus women. Like
Yeah.
men can do it, but women can't.
Hold
So
on.
That's what
Allow
I
I need you to explain your point because from my understanding of what you're saying, if you're being transparent with the women about what you're doing and you saying, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, they have a choice as to whether to mess with you or not, correct?
Yeah.
And if they're being transparent with you and saying, okay, well, you doing your thing, I'ma do mine. When we together, then we together. But when we apart, you do your thing, I do mine. Is that okay?
Hold on. But look, it's
that's
hey,
not what he
Scrap.
was saying. But
Nah, Scrap. You say you got a chick, right? Are you dating somebody?
Yeah.
I say y'all had an open relationship, right? And you
No,
go
I'm not
smash.
gonna say
You
that.
go. I'm just saying. And you go smash somebody, right? You just gonna look at it like, hey, that was just a nut. Oh well, like I bust around, it's nothing. But if she go smash somebody and lay next to you, you ain't gonna hold her the same. You ain't gonna give that genuine love the same. Because you might give her the genuine love because you like, man, that ain't nothing. That's just some nut I just knocked off. But when she come in and she say, babe, and he did that, well, you ain't about to. You gonna go sleep on the couch. You gonna go leave and go to the bar or something. So that's what I'm saying. If you, whatever you put out with them chicks, don't feel no type of way if she do the same thing. That's all, because you saying, oh, I don't care, man, don't be all clingy to me. But then don't get mad if she, the same chicks come and do the same thing to you.
think about the
I feel like
conversation we had a couple of months ago.
what's that?
I'm talking to Damon. Think about the conversation we had a couple of months ago with the idiot at work. Come on now, like.
Yeah.
like I said, you never know what a woman would put. It's women that know that they men is out cheating and lying to them. You know what I'm saying? And they still with them.
But they still with them because it's stability, and they not making her look stupid.
Right. I mean, if you tell a woman something, you never know what she will put up with if she really like you. Same thing with a man. Men can sit here and say that all day long. But I know men who go lay next to women who they know is out here like that. And they still treat her like a queen and all of that. I'm not saying you, bro, but I'm just saying like I said, it's somebody for everybody. If your communication hit with that person and y'all get along and you got a rare rose in the concrete, it's not always that easy. It's not that always that cut and dry, but if you can find somebody who's, then you good,
Just communication.
Oh, it's
That's all.
random shit.
Communication. Big communication in the chat.
Yeah, and
That's all it's about is communication. If she ain't willing to, go for that, let her free. And when she ready to go, let her go. Let her go.
that's what's wrong with people is that they want to manipulate and keep and collect. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to collect. What's for you is for you. So as I'm communicating, and if that's not something that you can dig with or deal with, I get it. I respect it.
Woo! You almost had a malfunction in the studio. Boy, I still got them boxing quick. I still got them hands.
Hey, I told you, come on here, come to my classes, man. Come on.
I got you. Now for real. But all right. So here's the thing, right? Like, again, it's about the definition, right? So if everybody just, I wish that everybody could just have on their forehead what their definition and expectations was. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no hiding it. Just put it on your forehead and just walk around like, hey, I'm looking for a mother of my children. I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking to start a family, right? For a man, for a woman, just put on your forehead, I want to be a fantastic
Now,
mother
that's the
and
perfect
wife
world.
to a good man.
That's
And
not
then
ideal.
I
That's in a
won't.
perfect world. That's why you have to have discernment. That's why you have to know what it is that you want when you're going out there for it. Nobody's ever gonna do that.
Can you know what you want if you don't know who you are?
No, no.
Is it possible? This is a question for the panel. Is it possible to know what you want or who you want or what you want and who you want if you don't know yourself?
Absolutely not.
No.
So
you only know what you like.
Who are we? And then once we know who we are, then we can better answer the type of person that we want. Because if I don't know who I am, how do I know what I want?
You don't.
True.
You don't.
I take this from my leadership training. I need someone that can fulfill my weaknesses.
No, that's real talk. I get that. I get that. Hold on, Lil Randall is going crazy in the comments. That's my guy. Hey, what's up? Hey, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to Dream, Lil Randall, Abe, my guy Kasha, everybody that done tapped into the comments, man. Who else? Yeah, shout out to everybody that done tapped into the comments, man. Cause Lil Randall going crazy.
What do you say? You don't know who she is until she take her makeup off.
Until she take the makeup off, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Like, so I was told that, like, you know what? I ain't gonna go into that. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. All right, so so this episode is about the dynamics and the difficulties of dating from a woman's perspective. What are the difficulties of dating in this era for you, other than, because we had already talked about the fact that the cats that y'all talking to don't know how to communicate, and I specify that the cats that y'all talking to don't know how to communicate, because there are men out there like the three of us, very well spoken cats, all three of us, you know. So there are guys out there who can communicate. There are guys out there. Now, I'm not gonna say that all guys that know how to communicate, A, know how to listen, and two, know how to or have a high EQ, right? Their emotional quotient may not be where it's supposed to be, and their emotional intelligence may not be what it's supposed to be, even though they may know what emotional intelligence is. They may not know how to employ it, right? But, you know, if communication is a thing, other than communication, what are some of the difficulties in dating right now, other than everybody just trying to smash? I'll wait.
You said female, so I was like,
I'm waiting on the ladies.
I mean, I think you know, a strong spiritual background. You know, I think a lot of men kind of lack, you know, the spiritual sense on how, okay, if you get a family, how you gonna keep it? It's, you know, or if you get a woman, how you gonna keep her? And for me, dating, I'm looking to be spiritually fulfilled. Because once all of that comes along, you know, everything else falls into place. If you got a standard with God, then there it is. You know, that's my personal thing. I'm not saying it's really difficult. I just think that not a lot of men are in tune with it right now, you know.
Now, when you say spiritual, you mean spiritual or religious?
Communicators. I'm a good communicator myself, so I tend to attract other good communicators, and I personally don't have a problem with communication. You know, I'm not saying it's it's not something that, but it's not a big problem for me in my dating scene. It's it's something, you want something tangible. You want something that, okay, if things are going wrong, who you gonna fall on? Who you gonna call on? You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna hold this family together? Because we can't live by the standards that you found out through somebody's podcast, or the standards you find out through reading a reel on Instagram or something like that. Like, you gotta have something that's gonna keep us together. That's the type of security that would want in a man. It ain't about like money, or if you fucking this other bitch, or can I say that on here?
This is notoriously opinionated.
Okay. So that's really what it is. Like, what can you do to keep us together? Can we pray together? Can you protect me? Can you teach me something? Can I learn something from you? Men look at women about how they feel, but women got to look at how you going to raise their kids. If I'm going to put my life and my children's life in your hand, where you going to take us? Where you going to carry us? That's been what I find that's been difficult, and when you talk to a man about that, shit, I just do what's right, and shit, I do. Okay, well, what you feel like is right may not be right by somebody else, because somebody can be like, okay, this nigga stole $50, I feel like he should die. Another person gonna feel like, oh, he stole my $50, fuck it, I'm gonna go on and make, so what standard are we living in? What standard is that? And so that's how I feel like if you can keep a woman here, you got everything else. That the body gonna follow, the communication gonna follow. Anything you ask her to do, she's gonna submit completely to it. And that's what I think men are lacking. You want a woman to submit, you gotta give her something. You gotta give that security to her. And I know that you ain't gonna run when times get hard. We're gonna work this shit out. We're gonna pray together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we should start into it, man, because that's my 50. Because you feel me? But I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Can I rebuttal?
Go ahead, rebuttal.
So I hear you and I agree with you, but I don't. When I speak, I'm not gonna say women. And when you speak, you just said men. And just like she said that. I think Ashley is her name. I don't want to say if I said it wrong. Excuse me if I said it wrong. She said that a lot of us is hidden in the rock, right? But when the last time y'all went to like the art museum, the art gallery, the library, or something like that?
I am very in tune in my community. I go to hella community events, and I am a part of those.
No. You just said an event. I'm just saying something that you just do on your own. You ain't got to.
But I'm saying like I do those things.
No, I'm
whether
saying like
it's with my community or not, I do those things.
But when you go there, did you notice other people there that's really really out there trying to like on a different path?
I noticed like other people that's not my skin color.
All right. Okay. Well, you gotta go. I guess you gotta go. Okay.
I noticed the people who are awkwardly social, who look at you when you say hi, like kind of like, who are you talking to me?
I'm confused.
Okay. All right. So I'll go back to that, but let me go. I'm gonna rebuttal on what you said. A real man, he gonna want to lead, but if a woman that's not gonna trust his process because of whatever her past was on in, and she can always jump up and try to grab that wheel, and so she can control it, that can make us all crash. So if you say, hey, I'm with you, but you gotta make sure you going this way, this, because if my kids can't do this, all you just telling me is if you telling me to turn left and I told you I'm gonna drive this and I got it, just trust me, I got it. But if you jump up here and say, well, it's faster if you go this way, that means that you ain't trusting me. Then that means that I gotta, make that.
What I said that
because you said, how can I trust a man? Because you said man in general. You didn't say like, you pick us all in that same category when you said that. You said that y'all supposed to, how can my kids or whatever lead and we'll look out for y'all, whatever, if y'all doing this and that. But you got to allow certain men to actually lead. You know, because a
No,
lot of females,
I was saying, how can I put my life and my children's life in your hands if you are not under God? That's what I was saying.
yeah,
I'm not saying
but
nothing about I can I can allow a man to lead, but I want to trust that you lead me in righteousness.
yeah, and that's true. Like,
Whatever
but but
saying, it wasn't that.
but that's that's
Go
also
ahead. I'm
putting a lot
sorry.
of men in the box. You know, that's also putting the man in the box. Belief. You know, that's not my belief, but don't mean that he's not a good man because his belief different. You know, so if I'm telling him like, hey, bro, at the end of this section, you know, we supposed to be done like an hour and a half. Let's all just bow here. Let's just pray. You might like, hey, no disrespect. That's not how I rock. But don't mean that he's not a good man because he don't pray or whatever. So
No, I don't say that at all. I'm just saying that you should have a connection with God. That's all I'm
but
saying.
some people
Whatever
don't
that
believe in God.
Then that's not the
okay,
person for
but
her.
that's me
With
though. I'm
that
not
part.
saying
Yeah, but I
about
know, but you said
all
men
men.
though.
Well,
Well,
I mean, but
I
she,
meant men that he
yeah, for her.
asked what's difficult with dating with me.
I thought you said with women. That's what I'm sorry. If I about to say because I didn't want you to put every
No,
man in
no,
the
no, no,
category.
no.
Okay, so I apologize. I
No,
misinterpreted. Apologize.
no. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Hey, however you choose to lead this family, as long as you got God ahead, I'm following you. Period. It ain't nothing really left else to say because if I disobey you, that means I'm disobeying God.
All right,
See, all
and
that should be
it's not too many
discussed.
women like that though.
All that stuff should be discussed during the vetting and the dating process. So you should already know all that, well ahead of time anyway.
True.
And yeah, and if Kev, if there's a guy that's not fitting that bill, then again, like I said earlier, that's not the guy for her. That's what she's gonna
Right.
find out and weed out early. And I think you
Right.
said something earlier. I think all men want to lead, but unfortunately, all men don't know how to lead.
That's true.
And then so that's something that we have to learn. Like what I'm learning right now is to recognize what I don't need in my life sooner. Because again, once
What you don't
meet
need in your
someone
life, what?
sooner, so I'm starting to learn how to vet women faster. Because sometimes it takes time to learn they're crazy, or learn what you don't like about a person or what's not compatible with you.
Right.
But I'm trying to figure out how to curtail that time, if that makes sense.
Well, I just told you. Why can't everybody instead of just going straight to the sexual certain? Why can't y'all just learn how to be friends first and then get into that relationship? Like I said, let's take it back. Forget all the social media. Forget all the stuff that you see on TV. Just take it back. When that's that time when y'all go eat somewhere. It ain't got to be somewhere fancy. Y'all can literally go get some food somewhere. It's the cheapest food. Go for Wendy's. They don't care. Go get some food. Go sit down and just talk. Y'all ain't even got to eat the food. Just go somewhere and sit down and talk, and so you can learn because she gonna tell you how it is. Because everybody comes with a past. Not only females come with a past, a man come with a past too. Because you gotta ask yourself, like, hey, she might be all the good points for you, but it might be all the red flags for her. So you gotta just sit there and have that conversation. And then like I said, when y'all plant that seed and we pick them tables, hey, that table, man, hey, I'm telling you that it's gonna be stronger than ever. But if y'all just go straight to this eating on the table, man, as soon as y'all put a biscuit on that table, man, it's gonna crumble and it's gonna fall down. You know what I mean? So plant that seed and let it grow.
Well, everybody that's sitting at the table is not necessarily a diner. Like Malcolm said, you know what I'm saying? He said that, just because I'm sitting at the table with a plate in front of me doesn't make me a diner if I'm not eating the same thing that everybody else at the table is eating.
Yeah.
So if you got this man at the table and he got a roster and he got 5 chicks on the roster, right? And you might got one chick that's there, she got a plate, but ain't nothing on it. You got another chick, she got a plate and everything is on it. Another chick might got a little bit. Another chick, she might just have a drink. Another chick, she got 5 shots. That's all she got. She got shots of tequila. Or what is it? She got margaritas. Give me one margarita. You know what I'm saying? So he got like however many margaritas it take to get her where she need to be to do what she need her to do. That's how many margaritas she got, right? So if the one that's sitting at the table that got all the food, she's actually a diner, but the rest of them may not be. So you gotta know your role. I forget who said that, but you gotta know your role. But you also, in my opinion, you have to know what it is that the person that you talking to is out there for. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like everybody is not for you. So like the guy that's not being led by the creator may not be for you,
Right.
because he may be led by lust. He may be
True.
led by looks. And so the man that's led by lust or looks may not be for you because he's not being led by the creator.
Right.
Let me say this too, real quick, because I want to piggyback on what the brother said that he answered the question. Absolutely, in a perfect world, you shouldn't be rushing into the bed with a person, right? Because then that's going to murky the waters. But doing what you said, just getting to know somebody, absolutely. But you know what? You still have to figure out, because like trying to figure out somebody's triggers, trying to figure out, like, you really don't really know where you at in a relationship with someone until you actually had that first argument, that real disagreement. I'm pulling back on a recent situation I had with a lady. It was hella cool. She was hella cool, and then I seen a trigger, and then what I'm saying, I seen something that I didn't like about her, and everything spiraled in a different direction. So it's almost like, even it took time to get to know her, because I met her representative, and I got around her enough that I got past the representative. So what I was saying is, I'm trying to figure out, is there a way to curtail that faster? Like, how can I get to know you quicker, so I don't have to invest so much time into one person, and then maybe find someone else, or find the right one, if that makes sense.
So I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying, first thing, you really don't want to rush into nothing. But if you do want to rush into something, do your just like a female can do it too, and pick out the key points that you don't like. So if you don't like where, if you leave somewhere and she immediately texts you telling me where you at, what you doing, and all they calling you tripping, go say, hey, I'll be back, and then you just ghost, just to see if she's gonna do that. If she doesn't do that and she send you a text and say, hey babe, I just want to check on you and see if everything is okay and hope you're safe. Whenever you get where you're going, just let me know. Boom. Because I tell females, you can say you can say something to a man and he can be 100% agreeing with you, but how you say it to him. So if you text me and say, babe, is everything okay? I was just checking on you. You're gonna get a different response. But if you say, where you at, and do this, man, you're gonna get that negative response back. So if you don't want that type of stuff, boom. If you only get a girl,
an experience with her. Take her to some places that might make her uncomfortable. Take her to an escape room. Take her out of town for a weekend or so. You're gonna get to know her quick.
You're gonna see for sure.
But traveling with somebody, taking them somewhere where it's a problem solving thing, you're gonna figure that out a lot quicker than it takes to, well, how you doing? Let's go out to eat, and where all the environments are comfortable. Take her to play basketball or kickball or something where she got to do something, then you're going to learn quicker what you should know about it. But like you said, taking time to prove it. But if you always taking her somewhere where everything is nice and all good, you ain't going to never see it until it's time. You know what I'm saying? But if you challenge her, hey, let's go kayaking or go out, you going to see. Let's do something that, take her somewhere where she ain't going to have to wear no makeup. Like bro said, like you going to see her. And
my man gonna have you on a zip line.
Some people do use God to manipulate, but I feel you, Dream. I do. But I'm just saying, I wasn't saying that like, oh, he gotta be a preacher to be with me or nothing. No, I'm just saying you gotta have some type of standard, some type of stability, some type of foundation. You can't just keep putting everything on Crips or everything on Bloods or everything on it. Like you gotta have something.
You said figure on the hood. I think she's taking shots at me right now.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I was saying. And it's like when you talk to men about God or you talk to men about spiritual, not men. Let me correct myself for you, sir. Not all men. And it's not even all men that I date. I just kind of noticed that kind of throughout, I've been single for, some time. And, because I like to get to know a person before we put a title on it. I like to, you know, prove. I've taken men in difficult situations, hey, you know, because I want to know how you gonna react, or, you know, have a conversation. Well, what would you do in this sense? Everybody, you know, when they date, they only want to see the good side of it. The honeymoon stage is the best, but all that,
Yeah.
you know, let's do something. I ain't got much time. You 47. You done been in the relationship 20 years. You pretty much ready to get there fast. Whatever we gonna do, let's just fucking do it. So I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But life experience, you know, but the easiest way to get to know somebody quick is to travel with them.
You
Like if
ain't
you want
lying.
to know what they, I mean, it ain't gotta be nowhere to take her to Branson for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Or it ain't gotta be you gotta go to Aruba or whatever. But if it's somebody that you really kind of want to put to the test, you know, you can do something like local. Take them to an. I've seen a guy fold at the escape room, honey. I'm telling you, like all you gotta do is put them under that type of, if that's something that you want, you know, if you really trying to see or have, you know, prove something, or have that person prove to you if it's even worth your time, put them somewhere where it's not as comfortable. Not to say you got to make them feel any type of way, but
I know
hopefully
what you mean.
my message is getting across to you.
So
You
can
should
I ask you something, Phoenix? Why do you feel like you just, since you say you've been in a relationship for that long, what's making you say that you need to be in a relationship right now?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not even.
It's not totally not what he's saying.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I'm
nowhere
saying
He
because
near.
said he
I'm saying like,
outside. That's what
That
yeah,
is
he
I'm
not.
saying,
said.
I get it.
That's
I get
is
what
not
you're
what
saying,
he's
but I'm
saying.
saying you out here, you mingling, and I get that, but I'm asking you, have you seen all 50 states?
You know
Have
what's
you got
funny?
the visit?
I'm a no. I've been to quite a few states. I haven't not
You ain't
touched
been to
all.
50. What
But
about
here's
like Jamaica, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico,
absolutely, I
Mexico?
go out the country, man. I don't even waste my money going to
So,
those states now because it's cheaper to go out the country and have fun. So I don't even
okay,
want to
so I'm
hang out.
saying is why can't you enjoy you? Go
I am.
enjoy yourself first. You know, you ain't got to go mess around nobody because you gonna might go meet somebody that's been waiting on you forever. That's might be somewhere in Brazil or something. They're gonna be everything that you asked for. But right now, once you focus, you know, I'm not trying to tell you to stay being single. You know, are you queen? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this. Focus on y'all. You know, because you just said you just had a long. You know, so just what happened. Because right now, it's like if you rush into something, it's kind of like you're replacing that void of your ex-wife, and
Now
you just, you know.
let me piggyback on that. So when I first broke up or separated, I was outside real bad. I mean, it was bad, right? And I had to realize that it's because I was used to laying next to a woman every day. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So then I had to look in the mirror like, wait a minute, bro, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I pumped my brakes. So what I mean about just vetting, it's not, I don't want nothing serious no time soon. I am rediscovering what I like, to be honest with you. I
yeah,
just also realized like I need this culture is such a cutoff culture.
yeah,
It's amazing how people be just like Jinsu night out the gate, right? And
yeah,
I'm trying not to be that dude, but what I'm trying to do is that being outside now is really teaching me a lot about how people date and society, you know, what the society is right now. I just want to be able to see how I can shorten the time on, like, you know, because you meet somebody, you want to just make sure if this is somebody you want to spend some time with, is she worth giving my energy to? And
Right.
is it a way for me to figure out who she is faster? That's all I was saying
so
with
just
that.
that's how, like the queen said, just take away certain things and add certain things. So if you say, hey, you want to go out, but then you just tell her right off the flip, like, I ain't got the funds, but I want to take you out. Let's see if she like, what you mean? You ain't got no money? Then you know that she only there. She might just only be in there for that, you know. Or if you know you take her somewhere and you like Cheesecake Factory, because now every girl in the world hates Cheesecake Factory for some reason. So they're like Cheesecake Factory. Oh, I ain't about to talk to him no more. So if it's that, be there because you never know like where you wanted to, but you don't want to go wine and dine at first because now it's like how the generation is with these women. If I wine and dine you first, man, you might just look at me and I might really like you and really want to just treat you like a queen, like you keep saying that you want. But then you just look at me. I'm just another a pond for you to milk me. You know, like, oh yeah, he gonna take me out. So I got one dude that's gonna always wine and dine because he think this, and I got the other dude gonna do this. You know, so it's kind of like it's like a dangerous game out here, out being single. But I feel like if you take certain things away and grow, like I say, it's nothing to go out there and go to that park to know. It's nothing to go to that escape room. I think it's at Union Station. I think it's down at Union Station. It's an
Yeah,
escape room.
They got a gang of escape rooms throughout the city.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They'll weed themselves out. You tell a woman, oh, well, where you want? We can go get dinner in the movie. Well, I was thinking about going to play some pickleball and doing this and doing it. Well,
See,
let me
you'll know
check
right
my
there.
schedule, and you know what I'm saying? You just gotta, hey. Some women is like, oh, that's new, that's different. Let's go out here and see what it is, and then that'll get, you'll get to know somebody more about it,
So just for the record, excuse me, sis, we not. This is not a therapy session for Phoenix Smoke. We just having a conversation.
No, I don't take it like that either.
No.
Hey, I said I was single. I didn't say I was even dating. So I'm just saying, like, I ain't even dating right now. So I'm doing what the brother already advised. Like, just, I've been doing my own thing,
That's something I want to get into in the next episode. That's something I'm gonna get into. Like, I need to know what the and I do mean next episode, what the definition of what people's definition of dating is. Like I really, that's something that needs to get put out, because like if you dating somebody, is there a sexual component attached to it? Are y'all just going on dates? If you are dating people, are you sleeping with all these people, or are you just dating all these people? Does the sexual component come into dating? When does, or if it ever does come into it? Can you date somebody and not sleep with them? If you tell somebody that you're dating someone, is that the burgeoning of a relationship? All that to be told on another episode of Notoriously Opinionated. Nah, go ahead, Sean.
Yes.
No, I was thinking to me also, and it's what's the difference between courting and dating? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the two different definitions as well, or two different things. Courting and dating is two different things, in my opinion.
Is it though?
Yeah, I think so. If I'm courting, I'm courting with intention. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm courting you, it's really like maybe to be the next level, and then whatever the highest level, which is marriage or whatever, right? I'm a court. I think that's different than dating.
So it's courting the talking stage. I think it's really I don't know. It's
I think you start talking, then you start dating.
Right.
But I think courting is like dating in the 18th century. It's like, who the fuck says that now?
Courting is the thing. Courting is the thing.
Is it?
Courting is the thing. It is.
Courting is the thing.
Courting is the thing.
We're courting. No.
Courting is the thing. What if you just going out with somebody and it's your first time going out? You don't even know if you're gonna date the person. Dating is if you been on y'all dating, we going on dates. Like, what we doing this Friday? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Courting, I courted her. I don't know. That's my.
No, we just went out for coffee. You did?
Court. That ain't a date.
Ain't no court. We just two people that know each other that went out for coffee.
Can I say something real fast?
Yeah.
Real fast.
I don't go out for coffee. I'm going out for tea. But
that part. I just want to say this real fast. You said that's gonna be a topic for the next time, and we can't give everybody all the juice this year, man. They got to tune back in, man. So we can't keep feeding them like that, because they ain't gonna want to see it. You know what I mean? Let them feed for the next time.
Hey, we gonna let this cook.
Yeah.
We gonna let this marinate and simmer. When I say the next time, right? And I wouldn't mind having this exact same panel on, but the next week is Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And while I'm not even gonna get into all that, but
you already know where you was going with that.
I know you do. I know you do. But Notoriously Opinionated will be on next week, next Wednesday. I just don't know if I'm gonna have guests because everybody's liable to be with family, things like that. So I may end up doing a show by myself. But if you wouldn't have a problem being on Notoriously Opinionated next week, let me know. And if around 8 o'clock next Wednesday y'all free, we can take it up next week. If not, we gonna get together off the air and we'll figure it out. 18th century is taking it back to building the foundation. Oh wow, okay. Hey, we done missed a whole lot of good stuff in the chats. Maturity is not common, neither is accountability. Elsie said that. Good job, Elsie. It's better to just be real rather than whether they can handle it or not. All right. Mug said you will never know.
Shout out to Mugs, man.
Man, shout out to the homie Mugs, man.
I'm proud of him, man.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna have to take a part of the segment where I just talk about just going into the chats, to the comments. But so like I said, we gonna do this again. We gonna get back together. Notoriously Opinionated will be on next week. And just tap in with me if you available. If not, the Loke is on his own. So we will do that. So hey, I appreciate tonight's conversation. Hey, this was dope. This was so dope. And I need everybody who is tuned in, and if you own my show and you ain't and you not subscribed to my channel, shame on you. Shame on you if you are on my show and you are not subscribed to Notoriously Opinionated on YouTube.
Yeah,
I can tell by that look you ain't subscribed. Girl, you better go subscribe to my channel. You just told on yourself. You just told on yourself. Go subscribe to my channel.
As soon as I leave this, I'm gonna
look at this face.
I got
look at this
you,
face.
Bro.
Do this look like the face that believes?
Share and subscribe, like they say on YouTube.
I'm talking about.
Share, and subscribe.
The trifecta: like, share, and subscribe. Notoriously Opinionated. Scrap the Film Guru. All platforms. Hey, it's been fantastic. It's been a great conversation. We're gonna kick it off again. And until next time. This has been Notoriously Opinionated. We are unfiltered and unscripted on Notoriously Opinionated. Tune in next Wednesday, same notorious time, same notorious station. And until then, peace. We out.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.